G'day folks, how's it going? Today we're on another adventure. I'm on holidays at the moment, so it was a painstaking task of trying to find where to go. I settled on a place called Sweet Potato Falls, so it's just outside of Glenray in northern New South Wales, pretty close to Coffs Harbour. I actually did my research on this one. So saying it was a pretty heavy four-wheel drive track in. There was another way in which was longer around for me, which I took, and there's still a section of the road which I wasn't able to access in my vehicle. So it was funny because I just started to walk down the trail. Two utes come up behind me straight after I started walking. They got over the rocky part of the road, no trouble, and I've just passed the rocky part and the road's fine, so I just can't get past that, or not willing to rather get past that rocky part, because I know my car's not equipped for it and I don't want to be stranded out here. So hiking an extra 2.5-3 k's just to get to the trail alone, and then we'll go from there. So I've just had a bit of a sudden realization as I'm making the trek to the actual trail that the utes that just passed me before probably go in the same place I am. I don't think there's anywhere else that's worthy of going, unless they're going straight through to Glenray, possibly going to Scout Falls, which I've already been to this morning. I've been to Scout Falls before, so there is a video of that on the channel. Kind of hoping I was going to have this one to myself. Fingers crossed it still happens. It's 10:30. It's 10:30 in the morning, 23, overcast, rain expected. You wouldn't expect too many locals to want to come all this way just to go to a waterfall. Well, that was my idea anyway. Who knows? I'll let you know soon. So after 20 extra minutes of hiking that I didn't necessarily need to do, finally on the trail I'm meant to be on. Just past a few dirt bikes that are disturbing the peace, but of the two utes and the two dirt bikes that I've passed so far, they've actually been really nice, giving me a wave, so they must feel sorry for me or something. I'm wondering why I'm doing the extra hike, but so far so good, and we're onwards and upwards towards the falls. So far the trail's been pretty unremarkable. Fire access trail by the look of it. That's hearty red orange soil. A few march flies floating about. One was annoying the crap out of me. Sorry, interesting looking bird just floating past there. Yes, be sure to bring bug spray, but otherwise, been a fire through here at some stage. A lot of little regrowth, but doesn't affect the walking trail any. So I'm pretty sure I know where those dirt bikes have come from earlier. Secretly hoping those utes didn't come down here, but looks like there's car tracks here as well, so might be out of luck on this one. Fingers crossed. So the utes did come down here, and now know why they parked the way they did. They've done this before. Just looked at my All Trails map. Big dip down and a big climb up until I get to the falls. So wish me luck. lives in there, I wonder? So unfortunately I can hear the screaming of girls. I'm not too far away from the infinity pool and the falls. Gonna go there anyway. Just your run-of-the-mill truck down the cliff. Struggling to get down to the pools. There's people already down there. I've made sure they see me so they don't strip off or do anything stupid. Just struggling to find the track to get down there. Alrighty, so that was Sweet Potato Falls in the infinity pool, which I unfortunately did not get to swim in because someone's already occupied it. Ironically, I was sitting here thinking that no locals would want to come here today, and apparently they are locals, but they are super duper friendly. If you ever see this, guys, thank you very much. Thank you for sharing the space with me, much appreciated. Now got the long trek back to the car. Now it's starting to rain too. Great. Having said that, might cool me off a bit. The guys that are down there were in the utes. They said I made really good time from when they passed me, so that was a bit of a compliment, but it's a little bit of a flat track, so not too difficult. I'm going to sign off for this one. Thank you very much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, do that. Like, comment, try to at least acknowledge every single comment. Might take me a few days to see it. I don't always get notifications when they pop up, so if I see them, I'll like them or comment on them. Alright, so a quick update before I sign off. Recommendations for Sweet Potato Falls and the Infinity Pool Loop. Don't go when it rains. I had trouble with my car. I don't have a high clearance on my car, so I had to stop about 2k's out, as I mentioned out before, and hike the rest of the way. On the way back, it just steadily rained the entire time my trek back to the car was. It's also a notorious area, which I found out, for people dumping stolen cars. I did pass a few burnt out cars on the way there. On my walk back to the car, I ran into some wildlife and forestry guys who were really super cool, super nice, and they thought potentially my car, because it was dumped on the side of the road, they thought it might have been a stolen vehicle, and they called it in, but not to be. I sorted them all out, they were concerned I wasn't going to get out, and they're just due to the amount of rain that had come down, and there was a period of time where I did think I wasn't going to get out, and I'm just glad that the car came out in one piece. So if you're going to do this track, make sure it's a dry day, and even with two-wheel drive cars, make sure it's a high clearance vehicle. That's it. See you next time.